Hi, hello my dear students. Welcome to our channel Rajesh Biology and I am Rajesh, MSc Zoology. Today our topic is fertilization. We already completed previously that male reproductive system and female reproductive system up to the menstrual cycle. In this class, I am going to explain about the fertilization and the sex determination. In next class, we will discuss about the further embryonic development and the paturation and everything. Okay. Now come to the fertilization. In simple terms, what is fertilization? Fertilization means a fusion of male and female gametes. Fusion of male and female gametes is called fertilization in a simple terms. But in this manner, in human beings, in this simple reactions are not takes place at the time of the fertilization. So many different types of biochemical reactions are happen. Biochemical reactions are takes place. That biochemical reactions we are going to discuss now. In that first, capacitation. In order to fertilize the ovum, the sperm cell undergo some biochemical reactions. There are some biochemical changes. That biochemical changes together call all the biochemical changes which happen to the sperm cell to fertilize the ovum, that is called capacitation. I'm going to explain about the capacitation process. And then next they try to reach the ovum, and for that they struggle. So much of struggle is there in the female reproductive tract to reach the ovum. After the struggle they reach that ovum, and here Jonah reaction takes place. Jonah reaction and acrosomal reaction takes place. In this process also there is some new terminology is there, like agglutination. What is agglutination? Everything I am going to explain. After Jonah reaction, okay, cortical reaction takes place. Cortical reaction, okay. After cortical reaction only the secondary oocyte is completes its a second meiotic division and developed into the ovum. Okay, the second meiotic division over, then only the fusion of two nucleuses, that is what syncaryon is formed. This syncaryon is called zygote. Okay, this syncaryon is called what? Zygote. At the time of this syncaryon, when both the chromosomes, both the gametes related nucleuses are fused with one another, at that moment only the sex of the baby is determined. Sex determination. So all these are happened in this process of the fertilization. So before that you should remember, you should revise once the structure of the sperm cell and the structure of the ovum also. First I will draw the sperm cell structure here in a small manner. Okay, so here there is a cap like structure present above the head, and this is called acrosome. This is the head of the nucleus, head of the sperm, neck piece, middle piece and tail. So this is the sperm cell structure. I'm already told you previously, in acrosome there is some acrosomal enzymes are there. They are called sperm lysins, proteolysins and sperm lysins like hyaluronidase. Okay, proteases. Some different enzymes are present in the acrosome. And head, it is completely filled with the nuclear material. 23 chromosomes are there. 23 chromosomes, either X chromosome or the Y chromosome is there. Okay, and the neck middle piece has the so much of mitochondria, and the tail helps in the swimming movement. Okay, but you should know this: when sperm cells are released, when sperm cells are ejaculated, it is not actual structure of the sperm cell. Above the acrosome also some glycoproteins are present. Glycoproteins are present on the head of the sperm cell, and some cholesterol is also present. Some amount of cholesterol, lipid is also present. Glycoproteins and some other chemicals are present to protect the sperm cell, because within the human body, within the male accessory ducts, after spermiation. Spermiation means releasing of sperms. After spermiation, the sperm cells can live many weeks within the accessory ducts. Accessory ducts means in the retetestis, in the epididymis, in the vas deferens. They can live for more weeks. But outside the body, they cannot live for more time. Within 3 to 4 days, within 2 to 3 days, they are going to die outside the body. Okay, so in the 2 to 3 days also, prostaglandins provide some nutrients to the sperm cells outside the body. Okay, prostaglandins provide the nutrients, and this glycoproteins and cholesterol gives some protection to the sperm cell and everything. Okay, now come to the female reproductive system, female gamete. If we discuss about the female gamete, this is what vitelline membrane. In the vitelline membrane, the chromosomes are present. Okay, I'll draw in a somewhat big manner, because when compared with the sperm cell, egg is always bigger. Okay, so okay, this is the nucleus of the secondary oocyte. In this nucleus, the chromosomes are arranged on the metaphyseal plate, because you already know, right? Previously we discussed the secondary oocyte is arrested in metaphase 2, meiosis 2. Okay, so this is the cytoplasm. If it is the cytoplasm, it is the vitelline membrane. Vitelline membrane, and this is zona pellucida. So between these two, there is first polar body. Okay, outside the zona pellucida, there is corona radiata. Corona radiata, R should be rolling, right? So corona radiata is there. Corona radiata, in this the cells are arranged with one another. Like actually these are follicular cells. All these follicular cells are grouped together to form the corona radiata. How they can attach with one another? Here there is a hyaluronic acid. Hyaluronic acid. So this is the structure of the ovum. We already completed. If you have any questions, any doubts, you can watch the previous class related to the structure of the ovum. Okay, so this is the ovum structure. Now, you should know about the female reproductive system behavior also. Female reproductive system, if you observe, okay, for example, yes, I'll draw a small diagram. It is the vagina, and it is what? Cervix. It is the uterus. Okay, so the male penis releases the semen in the female reproductive tract within the vagina. Right? You already know this. Generally, in one ejaculation, 200 million sperms, minimum 200 million sperms are released out. Okay, in the 200 million sperm cells, one is going to fertilize the ovum. We already know that. Okay, and if the semen is released out from the male body, that is called ejaculation. If that ejaculation takes place within the female reproductive system, this is called insemination. What it is called? Insemination. Insemination means releasing of male sperm cells. Insemination means releasing of semen into the female reproductive tract, female reproductive system. That is the first step. During insemination, the sperm cells are released into the female reproductive tract and they enter into the vagina. This is the first step. So at that moment, the sperm cell structure is look like this. That means it has a barrier. It has what? A barrier on the head to fertilize the, to penetrate through the corona radiata, to penetrate this zona pellucida. It has a barrier on the head. Clear? So it should be clear from that. The head of the sperm should be clear. It will undergo some head bath. How it is? You should know the female reproductive system behavior. You know, reproductive system also have the immune power. And this vagina thoughts, like if anything enter into this, like any bacteria or any agent, foreign agent, it try to stop that. Because the vagina thoughts, whatever enter into the vagina, it is definitely to spoil the reproductive system. I just want to spoil this, I just want to kill this. Like that only the vagina thoughts and it secretes some acids. It is completely the acidic medium. Okay, that acids actually to kill the sperm cells, but that acids helps to get rid from this glycoprotein layer, to get rid from this cholesterol. Okay, so all this cholesterol and glycoprotein layer is washed out. That means sperm cells takes a head bath with the help of this acidic secretions of the vagina, and in this manner it gets capability to fertilize the ovum. This biochemical change to the sperm cell is called capacitation. Capacitation means not only the head bath, that means not only this chemicals, the cholesterol and removal of the cholesterol. This is not only the capacitation. So many chemical reactions takes place, like some calcium ions enter into this to make it more calcium ions once enter into the sperm cell, it becomes more active. The speed of motility becomes more and more, like it increases the motility of the sperm cells. So many chemical changes takes place. Entry of calcium, removal of cholesterol, removal of glycoproteins. So simply, if you want to write the definition, in order to fertilize the ovum, sperm cell undergo some biochemical changes. In order to fertilize the ovum, the sperm cell undergo some biochemical changes. All the biochemical changes together called the process called capacitation. What it is called? Capacitation. Now the sperm cells which get this capability to fertilize the ovum, they enter into this uterus. Uterus is very friendly because the meaning of the uterus life is to give birth, to give some space for the development of the baby. If there is no sperm cell, there is no fertilization. If there is no fertilization, there is no implantation. If there is no implantation, the endometrial wall gets ruptures and it comes out through the menstrual flow, because due to the lack of progesterone. You already know all these things because we already discussed in previous videos. Okay, so if there is no sperm cell, the uterus life is meaningless. So it is waiting for the sperm cells. Whenever the sperm cells enter into the uterus, it feels very happy. Yes, my life becomes meaningful with this sperm entry, and I should invite this. Like that, uterus feels, and uterus create a friendly environment with alkaline medium. Alkaline medium means the sperm cells are very active. Okay, so it opens the green carpet, red carpet for the sperm cells. The red carpet takes by these sperm cells, and sperm cells are very happy to reach the ovum because the host is very friendly. The uterus is very friendly. And here the sperm cells got confused because they don't know where the ovum is present, either left side fallopian tube or in the right side fallopian tube, and there is no trophic signals also to direct that sperm cells. So 50% of the sperm cells enter into the right and 50% sperm cells enter into the left to check their luck. So for example, if there is a ovum on the right side here, the remaining sperm cells which enter into the left, they are unlucky, there is no ovum. Okay, so the remaining 50% sperms which reach this right fallopian tube, they are very lucky because there is a ovum. Okay, now all this is just a general process to reach here. Up to here there is no any chemical special chemical reactions to discuss here. Now the fight between the sperm cells is near to the ovum. In general, also in outside, of course nowadays it becomes a reverse in condition, but in olden days there is so much of fight between the gents for only a single woman. Like that, so many sperm cells are try to fertilize a single ovum. Okay, they show their capabilities, they show their capacities, their art to impress this female gamete. Okay, you should know that the persons who are alcoholic, the persons who are suffering with so much of stress, the persons who have the underlying diseases, their sperm cells are very weak. They cannot impress the gamete. Okay, their heads may be down or they are very weak tiles. They cannot swim up to the gamete. Like that, they have the weak sperms and less sperm count and everything. If there is a person who is athlete, like some body that means the persons who take care about their health, their sperms are very active and very healthy. Their sperms can actively reach these sperm receptors. So Zona pellucida have the special receptors to receive the active sperms, and to reach this, the sperm cells should penetrate through what it is. This is corona radiata. To penetrate the corona radiata, what should it do? It should dissolve the hyaluronic acid. For that, there is a hyaluronidase. Hyaluronidase enzyme is released from the sperm cells, and that hyaluronidase digests this hyaluronic acid, and it gives the way to the sperm cell to reach the special receptors on the zona pellucida. Okay, and at this time, lakhs of sperm cells are try to penetrate through the corona radiata, and lakhs of sperm cells are present throughout the body of this egg. For that, I'll do one thing. I'll erase this and I'll redraw the diagram in a clear manner. So first of all, I'll draw this zona pellucida. A zona pellucida. Zona pellucida have the special receptors for sperm cells. Here only the sperm cells can bind, like this type of receptors are present around the zona pellucida, and all these are covered by the follicular cells. These follicular cells are called what? Corona radiata. And this corona radiata has the hyaluronic acid. Hyaluronic acid. Okay. And now I'll show the sperm cells with the yellow color chalk piece. So like this, so many sperm cells are try to enter into this female gamete in different directions. Okay, thousands of sperm cells try to touch the zona pellucida. Okay, in this manner, the sperm cells are attached to the female gamete. This is called agglutination. This is called what? Agglutination. Now the sperm cells acrosome releases different enzymes to digest the corona radiata, and finally not only one, few sperm cells reach this a special receptor which present on the zona pellucida. Okay, like this. Now inside the zona pellucida there is a perivitelline membrane. Sorry, perivitelline space and vitelline membrane. It is the vitelline membrane. Okay, egg membrane. Okay, secondary oocyte membrane it is. In this secondary oocyte there is a nucleus. In this nucleus, chromosomes are arranged on the metaphyseal plate because it is arrested on the metaphase 2, meiosis 2. And here only there is some smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Okay. And here some cortical granules are there. Cortical granules, they are nothing but actually the lysosomes. Cortical granules.